Now then, guys, welcome back to Straz Gaming. I'm Luke, and this is my Chelsea bait save on Football Manager 2020. And you come back to us, I think it's episode 10, is it? I believe. And you're coming back to us at a bad time. We've hit just a rough patch of form, and I'll get straight into it and just show you what's been going on. Obviously, last time out, it was the loss against Barcelona you saw. And did you see? Oh, yeah, and then we beat Manchester United. After that, not really anything good has happened. Bournemouth, we beat them 2-0. Tottenham, we won 3-3. N'Golo Kante scored the best hat-trick I've ever seen. They were all just long shots from the area, just outside the area. They were pretty decent, to be honest with you. But Tottenham came back and they got a 92nd minute goal and a 93rd minute goal to pull it back to 3-3. And I think just that was just a downfall of ourselves. And we played PSG, we lost 4-1, and it wasn't a good game at all. We did get the away goal. I don't think that's going to matter much. And then we've literally just played Leicester in the Premier League, and they just beat us 4-0. Absolutely battered us 4-0. And it was I just couldn't do anything. I kept changing tactic, maybe changed too much just to try and get ourselves back into the game. But we've got two big games today. We've got obviously PSG to see if we can turn around the 4-1 deficit that we've got against us. And then we've got Leicester in the semi-final of the FA Cup, which would be nice if we do win that and get into a final. Would be absolutely lovely. But where does this all kind of leave us in the table, you ask? It's not too bad, but it could be worse. It probably is going to get worse. We are in 4th place, 1 point behind Arsenal. We've still got a good 3 points on Manchester United, but with the form we've got at the minute, we could do with just turning things around and hopefully just getting a result. And we need them to drop points, and they're not. The top teams aren't dropping points really, and that's the problem as well, to be honest with you. So we'll get straight into the game, shall we? This is how we're going to be lining up. Change of formation, not tactic, just change of formation, because we are at home and we need to score goals, so we're going with the two up top. Kepa's obviously going to be in goal. Tomori on the right-hand side, because we have got fitness problems with Reece James. We've got Christensen and Rudiger in the centre with Emerson on the left-hand side. Mason Mount is dropping into the midfield role, into the midfield 2 instead of an attacking midfielder. Alongside him is Jorginho. Then we've got Pulisic and Hudson-Odoi as the wide men. Giroud as the target man, and Abraham up top. I think distribute to the target man should be on if that's how we're rocking up. And I think I might put N'Golo Kante's a bit tired. I'm going to take Batshuayi off and put Barkley on the bench. We don't really need another striker on the bench, do we? Especially when he's not fully fit. We'll see how we fare up against this PSG team. I've got a feeling it's going to be a tough watch. I really do. And I should have said we owe the whole, we owe PSG after last time. Probably should have said that. Oh well. They're kind of fired up. My first highlight is Neymar with a free kick. Kepa makes a good save. It was quite a good free kick, but it was kind of quite far out. But they do have a corner. Neymar whips it in. This PSG team is a very good team as well. The fact that they've still got Neymar, the fact they've got Neymar, Mbappe, Icardi, it's a stupidly good team, and we're still relatively young. This team, they are building. We're not. Well, we shouldn't be challenging for the Champions League anytime soon, I don't think. But we have just scored. Abraham's put us 1-0 up, 4-2 in aggregate. I say challenging for the Champions League. No, we should be challenging in it. I can't see us getting to the final. I don't know. This is a good run. What, quarter-final we're in at the minute? It would be nice to try and push to get towards the semi-final, the final of it eventually. At least in the next 5 years, I want us to win the Champions League. That's not in the 5-year plan. I think the 5 years plan is for us to win the Premier League, and that's what they want us to focus on. And we could probably challenge for that. I don't think we'll be ready for it next season, depending on the transfers I bring in and how much money I've got. I have arranged a couple of transfers already because the transfer ban has now been lifted as well. And I won't show you the transfers until the end of the season and all that sort of jazz. Right, though, let's focus on this football match, though. We're doing all right. We just can't afford to let them score. Hudson-Odoi's in. Hudson-Odoi to Emerson. Hudson-Odoi, Jorginho, Emerson, back to Jorginho, back to Emerson. He's still just having a nice little game between themselves at the minute. Emerson back to Jorginho. I think the game's broken. It's just they must have had 10 passes between each other, and eventually Jorginho passes it to someone else. Mount over to Tomori, who passes in Pulisic, who makes a good run. Good save from the keeper. Abraham picks the ball up, loses it, goes out for a corner kick. Can we score from this corner? It was a good build-up play there. Giroud with a header. Unfortunately, though, the keeper's there to save it. PSG on the attack now, on the counter, with Neymar going down the left-hand side, cutting in, has a long shot, it goes wide. That's fine. But sometimes when you think, long shots, but let them have them, but not in this game. Long shots, just anything can go in from anywhere. Jorginho puts the ball into the box. Giroud, though, with a header. Good save from the keeper. Giroud's gone close twice now. And then can we build from the back here and counter again? Push on. Christensen running down the wing. Completely out of position. Picks the ball up again. Plays it inside to Mount. Mount plays Emerson. I kind of like Mount in the deeper role, to be honest with you. Tomorrow crosses it in. Abraham's there. He goes close. Tammy Abraham has just been sensational for us this season. He just needs, I don't know, a Champions League hat-trick right now would be lovely. That would be good. We just need, 2 more goals. Be on level playing field with them, but is it going to happen? There we go. And we do have the away goal advantage as well. So if we do score 2 goals and it ends 3-0, we will go through on away goals. But we just need to get the goals. And we're creating some chances through. It's Pulisic. We lose out, and then it's PSG on the counter. Neymar again. Can he get a cross in? It does get a cross into the box, and there's the shot, and I thought that was in. Right, half-time. We're winning this tie 1-0. We owe PSG that we'll do that one, and then I'm going to passionately say I'm very happy with what's... Oh, no, what? Why did the scene switch off when I said I'm happy? We've got a clean sheet. We're winning. I am happy with this performance. I really am. We just need to go out there and win, to be honest with you. Score some of these bloody chances we're creating. Right, I'm going to make it sub. I'm going to bring on Reece James on that right-hand side. He does create a good attacking option down that right. And then I'm going to bring on probably Pedro. Pedro hasn't featured much at all, really, for us. He did at the start of the season, got injured, and Hudson-Odoi came in and has just taken the spot from him. But Hudson-Odoi, he's not having the greatest of games, so we'll bring Pedro on to see if he can do anything with the experience. But we do lose out there. Neymar has a shot. He goes close. We need to get 2 more goals from somewhere. Goal kick from PSG. And they're building it from the back. And I don't like this. Unless we just nick this now. Just nick the ball. Close them down. It's not happening, though. It really isn't. If we win, though, it would be nice. Because then at least we've got a win under our belt. And the team probably be a little bit more lifted about the win. But we'll just be unlucky that we've lost the game. But hopefully, though. That's it. Full time. We do manage to beat PSG at home 1-0. But unfortunately, because of the loss that we had against them, it just didn't bode well. And it's just, we've been knocked out of the Champions League. Unlucky, boys. We got the win. We're not through. Liverpool are through to the semi-final as well. But there's the Champions League gone and done. But we do have an FA Cup semi-final to play. Let's go to Wembley. Let's go there now. So here we are then. The Leicester game. The FA Cup semi-final at Wembley. And this is how we're going to be lining up to take on Leicester City. To get a revenge from the 4-0 drumming they gave us in the league. Kepa's going to be in goal. Reece James is going to be starting. Christian, Rudiger and Emerson as our back four. The midfield too. Lewis Bates comes in. He's played every FA Cup game for us so far. Scored 2 goals for us. The other youngster is still coming back from injury. That Ajon or whatever he's called. Ajon. He's injured, so he's not going to be able to feature, unfortunately. He's going to be alongside Kovacic, Pulisic and Hudson-Odoi as the wingers. And then we've got Giroud and Abraham up top. And we're just going to get into it. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we get a nice win and get ourselves into the final of the FA Cup, because we do that. What we're going to say here, can I say about you deserve to be in the final? Yes, we do deserve to be in the final. It'd be nice. Do you know what? It'd be awesome if we did get into the final and I'm happened somehow won a trophy in my first season with Chelsea, the FA Cup, which is what they want me to do anyway. They want us to get to the final. So if we get to the final, we've done pretty much half the job for the season. It's just now the case of finishing 4th. And Leicester City, though, this team are pretty decent. And they go 1-0 up with Iniacho scoring against us. And it's Daniel Amati with the cross. He's playing it right back. I think they've got Ricardo as the winger. And he looks pretty decent, Ricardo does. Beats his man. Plays it out wide to Amati, who crosses it in. And it's a good header from Iniacho. Right, it's another highlight. And I think it's going to go Leicester City's way. It is their throw-in. Iniacho is running on the ball. He's doing it all by himself. Plays it to Maddison. Maddison then loses out. Chilwell to Tielemans. To Maddison, who shoots. This is a good Leicester City team. They have some good players in there. And we just need to be careful. We need to hit back and get a goal as soon as possible. There we go, Kepa. With a goal kick. I'm sure I've got distribution to the target man on. But Christensen, back to Kepa. Just get it there for Giroud to get the knockdown. Ball over the top. Again, it's not working. We're losing every header. But Ricardo heads it to Emerson, who picks it up. Rudiger tries the long ball. And we have got a man over here. Pulisic to Reece James. It was a bit of a poor pass. But Reece James loses out. Switches it to Emerson. Emerson, can he get the cross in? He can. Reece James is there. And he has a shot. And it would have been sensational. But unfortunately, he didn't get the goal. Chilwell with the throw-in. Iacho beats his man. Probably shouldn't have played Lewis Bates, but he's played every FA Cup game for him. I felt a bit harsh just taking him out. Abraham's in. Abraham, one-on-one chance. Shoots. Doesn't score it because it's a one-on-one chance. But we do get a corner. Hopefully we can score from this corner. We can't. James, pick this ball up. Just get it into the box. Half-time, 1-0 to Leicester City. I expect to see a much better performance from ourselves. Well, I'm going to the bench early. Bate is going to come off. N'Golo Kante is going to come on, face his former club. All right, Reece James with the throw into Pulisic. Out wide to James. Can James do anything with this ball? He can't. Kante picks it up. Plays it to Kovacic. Kovacic to Hudson-Odoi. Emerson. Emerson is there with the goal, making it 1-1. Putting us back on level terms with Leicester City. We have been the better team this second half. And Kante picks the ball up, plays it to Kovacic, back to Hudson-Odoi, back to Kovacic. And then Emerson, that's a lovely goal from Emerson, it really is. Like, goal kick, Kasper Schmeichel looking to get it towards Demarai Gray. Christensen picks the ball up though. Rudiger plays it back to Kepa. I'm not making any other changes yet because at the minute, as things stand, it's going to be going to extra time. Hudson-Odoi. Ball over the top to Pulisic. Pulisic almost loses out but does beat his man. Looking for Emerson. He's got the goal. He's got a yellow card. He's in the box. Crosses it to Abraham. Pulisic. How did that not go in? Abraham with the save. And then Pulisic hits the post. And it all just scrambled. And Leicester City are now on the counter. They've got Demarai Gray running down this wing. And that's a good tackle from Rudiger. Right, I need to make a change. Abraham is not having a very good game at all. And I'm thinking maybe get Mason Mount on the left-hand side. Is that a thing? Let's do it. I'm going to get Mason Mount on the left. I've never played him out on the left. I don't know if he works. I think I've had one game, but we've just scored. We have just scored from a free kick with Mason Mount, who's just come on the pitch, takes the free kick, and Rudiger is there. Rises higher than anyone else. Puts us 2-1 up. I feel a little bit more comfortable now. Here we go. Corner in swinging from Mason Mount. His set pieces since he's come on have been really, really good. Do I make another change? Anyone looking really tired out there? Reece James is looking pretty tired. He's having a good game though. I might just leave it. I'm not going to make any changes. I'm just going to keep going. I feel like Leicester are going to have at least one more attack in them. Giroud's actually going to play 90 minutes. He hasn't played 90 minutes all season. Abraham to Giroud to Emerson. And the goal here would be lovely. Reece James. Sensational effort. I've seen him score that sort of goal so many times this season. But there's a free. I can't speak. The corner comes in for Leicester. Sionsu's there for them. They put it back to level terms 2-2. As things stand, it's going to extra time. And it's a good header, really. It is a good header. Right, James. It's Pulisic to James. Switches it. Finds Emerson. Emerson with a stupid effort. We do win a corner from it, though. And it was a power strike. There's no one in the box. Mason Mount gets the crossing, but there's no one really there. Kante falls over by the looks of things. Pulisic picks the ball up, then loses out. Kante then wins it back to Pulisic. Plays it back to Reece James. The highlight's over. 5 minutes of added time. Mason Mount, Rudiger, Kante scores against his former club, but I think it's offside. It has been ruled offside, unfortunately, for Kante. Unfortunately for ourselves, and he was offside. As soon as it got played in, I knew what it was going to be. Right, ball over the top. Right, keep hold of it, Rudiger. Plays it to Mason Mount. He's not having a bad game on this wing, to be honest with you. Abraham looks for the flick on, but there's no one really there. Should have been the other way around. Giroud and probably Abraham should have been in the different positions than Giroud to flick it on, but the highlight still continues. I've still got one more sub to make, and I'm just waiting to see if this goes to extra time, and I think it will do. Emerson, though, has another stupid long shot, and that is now starting to get annoying from him. We've got extra time. I don't know what to say. Dig in. Don't look nervous. You'll be fine. Right, can I make a fourth substitution in this as well? See, Reece James and Emerson are having such a good game. Pulisic is having an alright. It's Abraham that we're struggling with. He's not having a good game, but we've got to keep Abraham on. Do I bring on Willian for Christian Pulisic? Or do I bring Tomori on that right-hand side? I'm going to do that. Let's get Tomori on for Reece James. He's having a good game, but his conditioning's getting a little bit low. Ricardo with a throw-in. I do not want to lose this in extra time. I really don't want to lose this in extra time. I want us to win this game. Last time we went to penalties, we lost right at the beginning of the season against Cardiff. Kante, though, wins the ball there. Lovely stuff. Stops the ball, though. Doesn't do his run. Finds Pulisic. Can he play it out wide? He does to Tomori. Got fresh legs. Crosses it to Kovacic. Back to Kante. To Mason Mount that has the shot. And it goes just wide. Leicester are now on the attack. I am so nervous. I really am. I'm loving this Football Manager. I really am loving it this year. And it just makes me so nervous for most games I play. I think it's the expectation of your Chelsea. You have to do something good. Tomori beats his man, gets the cross in. Abraham! Oh, he's having such a poor game. And he should have scored. He really should have scored. Right, let's start this second half. One, two, three. You can make a fourth substitution, which is lovely. I didn't realise you could. Christian Pulisic is looking tired. I'm going to bring on Willian. Emerson's looking knackered, but I've got to keep him on. Right. Tomorrow to Christensen. The team is going to be knackered. Kante beats his man. Ball over the top. Trying to find Mason Mount. Doesn't do it, but Mason Mount's going to get there. Kovacic to Emerson. Don't have a long shot. Just get the cross in. Plays it to Mason Mount. Back to Emerson. Crosses it in. Abraham with the header. And the form he's on at the minute, he's not scoring that anytime soon. Schmeichel, this is going to go to penalties. I feel like we have like an extra man at the minute. Right, ball over the top. Looking for Mount. He gets it. Can he play it to Emerson? He can. He was running down the wing. To Tomori. He shoots. And what a wonder goal. What a first goal of the season for Tomori. I don't know if it's his first goal for Chelsea, but what a goal to score in the 117th minute of an FA Cup semi-final. From the edge of the area, it just falls to him. On the volley. Smashes it home. And we potentially could be now getting into the final of the FA Cup with a wonder strike. And yes, we've managed to do it. It took us extra time to do it, but we've got to the final of the FA Cup. Oh, that is amazing. I don't know who we're going to be facing, though. That's the only other problem. It's probably going to be Liverpool, and that's just going to be a whole other story. But tomorrow, the sub that I brought on with an absolute wonder strike. Absolute wonder strike to get us in to the final of the FA Cup, and it's just sensational. It really, really is. And I don't know who we're going to be playing next, and it's just awesome. I'm so happy about that. Right, what am I going to be doing next? Let's have a look at the schedule. We're getting to the back end of the season. I'm thinking do the last 3 games maybe, or just do Burnley and Arsenal. I think Burnley and Arsenal, and then the FA Cup final. I think that should be my next 2 games. I'm not going to do like a triple header kind of live comp. Liverpool are second in the league. They're probably going to beat us. Just Burnley and Arsenal. We'll have a league double header because you haven't seen a league game for a while. We'll play that, and then the following one will be an FA Cup final and a look back at the team and all that sort of stuff. So thank you very, very much for watching. It has been a pleasure recording this episode. I've enjoyed it. If you have, leave a like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. It just helps the channel grow a little bit better. And again, I do appreciate everyone that watches and all that sort of stuff. So I'll end it here now. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in a bit.